Hello, 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 and welcome everybody to episode 4 of Drafts and Drafts podcast and show. I am your host, Timmy McBits, and this is Drafts and Drafts with Timmy McBee and Adam E. And I'm here with my fantastic co-host, Adam E. Adam, how are you doing tonight?
Not too bad. It was my birthday yesterday.
Yes, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Thanks. I'm not bringing it up so people vote for me, but I'm not asking for that. But if they do, I'm not going to say no to them. But yeah, so hopefully I can win this draft for my birthday. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I mean, yeah, no, I'm doing well. You're right. It's gonna be hard to beat somebody that's already pandering for votes, and we're 30 seconds into the show. But that's fine. You know, it's your birthday. I'm gonna give it to you. I don't know if I was the first one to wish you happy birthday, but I made sure to send you, just a basic text to say, yeah, happy birthday, buddy. And of course, we are here with our first ever guest on Drafts and Drafts, and that is my wife, the amazing KittyKat. KittyKat, how are you doing tonight?
I am pretty good. I was going to start off with a little happy belated birthday to Adam. I wasn't sure that he was going to mention it. But now it seems a little bit late. But either way, happy belated, Adam. And,
Thank
happy.
you.
Well, I think the fans are going to be real excited to be here to celebrate Adam's birthday. I mean, I'm excited. This is essentially, I assume this is like our birthday celebration, right? Like this is what we're doing for it. So, no, I mean, congrats, and I'm still gonna try and beat you. I think KittyKat's still gonna try and beat you, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe the fans are feeling a little friendly towards you. Who knows? But while we're before we get into tonight's topic, why don't you let us know how last week's results ended up?
So a pretty historic finish last week. Adam E with 50% of the votes, and Timmy McBee with 50% of the votes. So a tie. Did we prepare for a tie? Absolutely not.
No.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go skin style. So basically, between Timmy McBee and Adam E, whoever gets more votes in this week's draft will get credit for the win of episode 3.
Yeah. So we really essentially just want to go all in here, right? Like. We thought about it. We thought, well, it was a good episode. We got some good feedback on it. We're not expecting 50-50. And so we've decided we're just going to make this episode worth everything. So, this one's a really important one. So please make sure you hit our Instagram at Drafts and Drafts Podcast after the show. We'll post a poll, and you can let us know your feedback and your on the results in the drafts. And then, somebody might have double breaking rates next week. We'll have to see. So just for anybody that hasn't seen the show before, we'll do a quick rundown of the rules. And Drafts and Drafts is essentially a show about drafts, the selections, and drafts the beer. So what we're going to do is we have a theme, and tonight's theme is pub night, which we'll get into in a sec. But what we have is one person, whoever goes first, depending on the order, will select one of our 6 categories. They'll get to make a selection in that category, so they'll draft something. We'll go through the 1, 2, 3 picks, and then the third person will then get to pick the next category, and essentially we just work our way down the categories in a snake-style draft. And so at the end, you'll have a team, essentially a team of 6 things that you picked based on the theme, and we'll go from there. And so tonight's topic, as I said, is pub night. And so pub food, pub drinks, all things pub night. And KittyKat, I hear, well, I know you're a bit of a pub expert. Why don't you tell us?
Connoisseur, some say.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a bit about your expertise and why we thought you'd be a great guest for tonight's topic?
I love to go to the pub. I love to drink the things and eat the things at the pub. Haven't been going to the pub recently, so I just thought, perfect opportunity to bring myself back, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I know breweries are, I think, a particular specialty of yours. Making sure you've before when we could visit. I know you were a frequent flyer of breweries.
Yeah, a lot of air miles.
And so Adam and I have tough competition tonight, and we will any of the 3 of us can win. The poll will be up. It'll be all 3 of us will have. You can vote for any one of us. So everybody's got an opportunity here. So Adam, why don't you take us through the 6 categories tonight for our pub night theme?
Yeah. So we're starting off with ordering a round. So this is non-beer, a round of drinks for the table, a shareable food item for the table, a main, food-wise. You're also drafting a bartender, has to be someone alive, a bartivity, and a jukebox song.
Yeah, and I guess, jukebox song, you can make it pump up, you can make it a classic. It's whatever you want to throw on the jukebox for the crowd in your pub. And, I think it's really important before we get into the big draft, we talk about the equally as important second draft. And so that's what we're drinking. So, KittyKat, what do you have going on tonight for your draft?
All right, so it wouldn't have been authentic unless I had my classic Bose Lug Tread, actually from kind of the area of Adam's hometown, just throwing that out there. Just a classic lagered ale. And I would also like to highlight, I've got it in a frosted glass with my family crest on it. So I really turned up for tonight, and I hope the fans love that, and they throw me like a vote if they were kind of tied based on this choice.
I mean, I think you're in a good spot. You never know. I think people might already be sick of us. They might be leaning towards the guest. We'll see. You got that first time guest advantage here, and we appreciate you, jumping on and almost being our guinea pig of sorts. So
New and sparkly. Cheers.
Cheers, Adam. What do you got going on?
So here at Team Out of Me, we actually hired an advanced analytics team this week. So they did some research and they found out that week 1, I got 38% of the vote with 3 hops. Week 2, 78% of the votes with 5 hops. And last week, 50% of the vote with 4 hops. So they determined that more hops is better for Team Out of Me. So I'm going with a beer from El Segundo Brewing Company, pretty close to me. It has 5 hops, so watch out. It's a New England style IPA. It's called Radioactive Fallout.
Oh, nice. I have to ask, have you seen a 6 hop plus beer before? Because if so, I'm really going to be nervous about that week. I'm going to have to make something that I know really well.
I have not.
Okay.
But I've been searching for it with every free moment I have.
Okay. All right. Well, I just got to get out there and buy them all up before you can get your hands on one. I am also similar to KittyKat. I'm doing a Bose as well, but not the lug tread. I'm doing something a little bit different. This is Bose Country Vibes. Not that my pub or my bar is necessarily going to be country themed, but I've been to a lot of fun country bars. So I thought that'd be a good one for tonight. It is an amber lagered ale, which I am a fan of lagered ales, and it is organic and made in Ontario. So a local organic lagered ale. All right. Well, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be good. So before we jump into the actual drafts, we have to do our ceremonial coin flip. And so what we do on the show for our guests is we give the guests the opportunity to pick where in the order they want to go, and then Adam and I will flip to decide the next 2 spots. So KittyKat, where do you want to pick in the order tonight?
I'd love to be second pick all around. So never pick the category, never first, never last, just right in the middle.
Okay. So Adam, I have a feeling I know what you're going to select, but I have the coin flip coin here to decide who's going to pick first or third, depending on choice. And I'm going to toss it in the air, and I'm sure I feel like we know what you're going to say, but we'll give it a go. You ready?
Yep. Tails never fails.
It is heads this time. Oh, all right. Also, for the record, whoever's won the coin toss is not lost yet. I just want to put that out there. So, although I'd probably just jinx myself horribly here. Okay, well, in that note, we're gonna jump right into the drafts, and this is.
So hold on, you're taking first play?
Yes, I'm going to take first.
Okay.
I'm going to take first.
Let's
Sorry, I
check it.
assumed that was implied. Yes, I'm absolutely taking first. So, I've kind of modified my strategy. I used to go for things that I thought were like fun to start with and leave the good stuff for the end. I'm not doing that anymore. I have a feeling that there's a couple on here that are very, very important to people, and I'm going to go right for them. And so the first category I'm going to select is order around. So order around is pick a drink that you're ordering around for everybody at your pub. This is a throwback to a drink that Adam and I have ordered dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of times at a local bar from our old university. I think this is going to be a highly contested pick, and with the first overall pick, I am going to select Jager Bombs. So Jager Bombs is, of course, Jägermeister and Red Bull. You drop it in the Red Bull and you throw it back. Tastes pretty good, gives you a little kick of energy. I think it's just an all-around solid choice.
Yeah, so you're making your bartender work a lot because they have to pour Jaeger shots and the Red Bull. You're making them do double duty for the entire bar. I don't know if that's the nice guy move. I don't know if you'll be welcome back the next time you go to order a drink, but Jager Bombs are delicious to me. Are they delicious to everyone? I don't know. Some people hate Jager Bombs, but
Okay.
it's a fine pick. It's a fine pick, but I don't know if it's mutually loved as much as you and I love it.
Interesting. KittyKat, what are you thinking?
That was really cute of you to take Jager Bombs. Really appreciate that. Also, do think that's a fire pick. I'm just gonna have to go with tequila shots then. I'm pretty sure everyone hates them, but they love to hate them. Quick ticket to having a good time in 5 minutes. Easy for the bartender, as Adam has mentioned. Just kind of throw a bunch of shot glasses out there and free pour. I kind of just think it's a good party drink. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with tequila shots and make it Patron, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. You can call it. So did I take, just for clarity? So you think you were gonna maybe?
No, tequila shots are always my number one, and
Gotcha.
it's always the best pick. Yeah.
Okay. Tequila shots.
That's the proper attitude, KittyKat.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. It is a love to hate relationship. There's the possibility that, you know, a few specific friends that you frequent with the bar get a couple in them, and you know they might get cut off. We've seen that happen before. It's a pretty fast, you know, it's a fast acting.
But a Russian roulette with a tequila shot, you never know what you're gonna get afterwards.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say no to Patron. That's for sure. That's a good choice, and I think people would be pumped about that one. All right, Adam, you're at the bottom of the ladder here. What are you gonna do to follow that up?
I was gonna say that before you went Patron, there's a lot of bad tequila out there. Patron's pretty good. It's going to leave a little bit of a hole in your pocket. Yeah, going to leave a little bit of a hole in your pocket. So I'm going with something a little less expensive. Every bar's got it. It's simple. It's nostalgic. I'm just doing JMO shots. Go down smooth. They get you going. They have a little bit of that wild card factor, similar to the tequila. You know, once you do one, you're probably doing at least two. So they get the people going. I'm going Jameson shots for my round.
So I just want to note, your main criticism of mine is that not everybody likes Jägermeister and Red Bull, and you're going to bring out the Irish, the harsher Irish whiskey. Is that just is it at least the nice Jameson, or are you going with like the? I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't even give you the chance.
I'm going bottom shelf. I'm saving a couple dollars here. I'm not going with the nice Jameson.
Bottom shelf.
And the people are gonna like bottom shelf Jameson. That's what I'm getting out of this.
It's good. Like, I know some people don't like it, but I like it. I think most of my friends like it. So
okay,
I'm fine with Jameson.
Okay. I gotta say, of the three, I think I'd want yours the least. But listen, I'm not you. So that's we might have taken your first two shots off the board. This is gonna be a tough one with three people. You're gonna be rotating and swinging off of things you aren't expecting. So. It's a good category. All right, tequila, Jager Bombs, and Jameson. All right, Adam, what are you going with category number 2?
So this category I don't think is that deep. So I'm gonna go with Maine, and every good pub I've been to has at least a half decent burger. There's a lot of pubs you can go to, and some of the items are questionable. Am I getting prime rib at a pub? Absolutely not. No way. Burger is always safe. It's always solid. It's going to be kind of like a thicker patty, kind of steakhouse burger. They probably have a few different options. Maybe one kind of barbecue sauce and an onion ring. Maybe one covered in peppercorns. So I think burger is just the clear number one here. Big drop off, and you know that every single pub has a burger, and every single pub it's going to be okay. It's not going to be great. Some of them are going to be great. It's not going to be terrible. Is what I meant. It has a very high floor, so I think a lot of people are going to just eat a burger and be like, it's good. It's tough to mess up a burger, and I don't think many pubs do, so I'm going burger.
Okay, I don't want to harsh your vibes, but you just pick something because you have no expectations for anybody. You're like, they can't screw this up at the pub, so I'm going to just go with the super safe pick I like burgers. Burgers is on my list. Do you have like a like are you doing it you know make it how you order it how you want, or do you have like a burger in mind in terms of like bacon and cheese, or what would be your go-to personally?
I'm probably going cheese. Bacon sometimes disappoints on burgers, so I'll leave the bacon off of there. If they have one with an onion ring on it, probably going that. Comes with a side of fries, so I get some fries, I get a burger, and I get a good base before the rest of my pub night.
Pickle, no pickle.
Absolutely pickle.
There you
More
go.
pickle if they have them.
Okay, burgers a good choice. You can't go wrong. Definitely a popular one. All right, KittyKat, how you gonna follow that one up?
Funny enough, I kind of also went on the can't go wrong tangent. Something I enjoyed on the children's menu and still do enjoy as an adult. So I'm gonna go with chicken fingers and fries. I don't think anyone has ever had a chicken fingers and fries that they haven't enjoyed. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, maybe it's frozen. It's not as good, but still all right. Maybe you have some really awesome tendies, 10 out of 10. But I just feel like this is great. This is for the family. This is for, the single pub goer. This is for really just anyone who wants a classic pub food. So yeah, chicken fingers and fries. That's it.
Okay. Go ahead, Adam. Go
Do
ahead.
you think there's a difference between fingers and tenders? Tenders typically
Is
seem a
this
little
a
more
trick question?
upscale. Tenders seem a little more
I actually
upscale than
said
fingers.
fingies.
Okay,
Chicken
fingies.
fingies.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, and fries.
Fingies,
Yes.
fingies versus tendies.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Oh.
don't know what that means, but I just feel like they're better, probably. Yeah.
What dipping sauce are you going?
Good question. Good question.
Controversial. So as a child, I really enjoyed Don't Judge Till You've Had It. At McDonald's, which I know are nuggets, but don't hate. You do a little dip of ketchup and then honey.
I
Try
I
it.
think people were probably really behind that pick, and then you said your dipping sauce, and I think you might have fallen off a cliff
like
here.
a buttermilk ranch. Just
Yeah,
some plain
that
ketchup.
buttermilk
Dip-
ranch would have
dip
blackened
honey.
ranch really would have helped you there, I think. No, you got
Maybe
listen,
did.
you
I
gotta
was
be
off.
you gotta go with what you like. I mean I'm more of a traditional plum sauce
So
person
not until you
myself.
try it.
Yeah. Now, Adam, you have a very passionate opinion about this. So, what are you, Mr. Sauce Boss, thinking over there?
I'm ordering at least 3 sauces. Um,
I did elaborate.
Yeah,
I gave
fair.
a few.
Fair. I'm probably going something like ranch. Buffalo is obviously on there,
Good one.
and then typically a barbecue style sauce.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm actually taking away from this, Adam, is that you're ordering chicken tendies and fries.
Yeah.
No, I'm good with the burger. I'm good with the
You've
burger.
already, you've already picked your sauces.
You seem more excited about that than you did the burger. I'm just saying. I saw your face light up, and then with the
Yeah,
burger,
yeah,
it was
too.
like deadpan. I don't know.
I was kind of hoping to sneak chicken tenders into my shareable category, but I think that ship has sailed.
Yeah, I
So
think so. Okay, a couple of good pick like staples. I'd say safe, but all right. I mean, I think pub food. A common thing with pub food is it could be terrible. It could be medium. There's not a lot of like good pub. Like you're like that's definitely going to be good there. I'm gonna go with something that is, kind of a specialty. If you get it at the right place, it's really good. And that is fish and chips. So if you get the right, amount of batter, it's not too battery. It's like a good amount. Get the right fish, and then you get like a really really good coleslaw on the side. That's my bread and butter. It's filling. I generally can't even finish it because it's pretty like it is heavy, but it's very filling. It sets you up, especially if you're going to be doing tequila shots or straight Jameson. I think if you find the right pub and get that fish and chips, like it hits really well. And it's not something you can really do at home that well. It's like, I can make a burger, I can make chicken tendies, I can't make fish and chips. So I think I think that's gonna be my top choice.
yeah, so a lot of times when I can't finish fish and chips, it's because it's so greasy. And so like a poor fish and chips, it's just like soaked in grease, and you eat like one of the 2-piece, and you're like, I don't think my heart can take this anymore. But when it's done right, it's great. But I think the floor is pretty low. I think I've had some bad fish and chips.
Yeah.
Often at pubs, and with the fish, you're never sure how long it's been around. Like,
Where are you
but
eating? What places are you going to that you're like, this could be? Anyways, yeah, I mean that's fair. There's definitely like bad places for it.
where where am I eating? Now, a word from our sponsor, Main Street Pub in Stittsville, Ontario.
Try our terrible fish and chips. It's been around for at least a week and a half, I promise. No, okay, that's yeah. No, I mean you can get greasy fish and chips. I stipulated it's got to be good. I don't know, Catherine. I feel like you like fish and chips.
Depends on the fish. Yeah, you have to have good fish inside the fish and chips too. You're probably looking for more of like one massive fish and chips
Yeah.
versus like a bunch of little ones, because that means you got the good stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'd be down with a good fish and chips for sure.
Okay.
And sometimes on the pub menu, they just say fish and chips with like a nondescript fish, and so you're like,
That's not good.
No, that's a big
take
no
that.
no. That's a big no no. That's fair. That's a fair point. Okay. All right. I'm actually okay with that because that was my number one pick, so I got to go last and still picked my first choice there. So that's a good one. I am gonna go. Ooh, this is a tough. All right. This one, yeah, this one I'm gonna do, and I think this one had a ton of different answers, but I think there's one really good answer, and I'm worried that Adam's kind of thinking along the same lines as me. So I'm gonna go into the bartender category. And so, bartender, what do I want? Well, I mean, obviously this is a deep pool because you can choose anybody as long as they're alive. But I want somebody that's familiar with food service, knows how to make drinks. They're fun. They hype the people up, you know, and people just be excited. And so, I am gonna pick the man from Triple D, Mr. Guy Fieri. This guy knows what he's owned restaurants. He's been around. He's gonna take you to Flavor Town. You know, you get in there and it's like it doesn't matter what you're eating or drinking. Like he's stoked about it. I'd probably keep his hands away because I feel like he'd get his hands in my food and be trying it. But other than that, like he'd be down to have a good time. And he knows what he's doing, man. The guy's had enough restaurants that he can make some pretty good drinks. And I think he'd get everybody pretty hyped. So Guy Fieri is my bartender of choice.
Off the bat, I think it's Guy Fieri, but you know, your pick, not mine. But yeah, I'm pretty sure some of his restaurants got shut down from health code violations.
No, I did the research on that today. They didn't get shut down. There was a couple of warnings, you know, but they weren't shut down. They weren't shut down. Let's don't spread rumors, Adam. Come on.
Hey, I'm just trying to win the draft. He serves a lot of things like garbage pail nachos and donkey sauce. You won't catch me talking trash about donkey sauce, but garbage pail nachos, maybe not my thing. He's definitely a personality. Not sure he has the hustle to accommodate like a popular bar. He seems a little bit slower moving.
This guy is a hustler for a living. He just tours around, hits the restaurants, films the guy's got like 6 shows at once right now. He's hustling, man. Anyways, yep. All right. So far you've criticized his food selections, which he's a bartender, so that's fine. And you think he's lazy. Well, my bar's only about 20 feet wide, so yeah. All right. That's fair. Catherine, I notice you're pretty quiet over there.
I mean, I think it's an interesting pick. I feel like he's known for like food, not drinks, but you know, I mean, like I would go to a bar if the bartender was Guy Fieri. So,
all right,
what does that say?
Okay,
I'd probably go to a lot of bars, but
that's also
there,
true.
huh?
Okay, so what's going to be your counter here?
All right, so I'm not sure how this is going to land because I appreciate that everyone voting and on the stream doesn't know my bartender. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Mr. Brian Rod, my dad. For anyone that knows him, if he was your bartender, there would not only be a fabulous selection of drinks, your drink would never be empty. You would have very heavy pours, and most of the drinks would be on the house. So I don't know who wouldn't be there, but sounds like a pretty good bartender to me. So everyone else is just gonna have to take my word on this. But I really think this is the top selection.
Okay, well, as my father-in-law, I'm going to say fantastic choice. Full support from me.
Yeah, what do you have to say there, Rex?
Yeah, no, that's a great choice. I've definitely been overserved at his basement bar a lot of times in my life. So he pours the drinks heavy, minimizes the number of trips back and forth, and you know the best
You've
part.
never been thirsty.
The best part is his bar opens at like 7 a.m, so it's fantastic. You know, you can get a drink whenever you want. It's that's a good choice. Good choice. Adam, what do you
It was
think?
niche, but it was good.
It's a great pick. It's a pander pick. I don't think any one of your friends isn't voting for you now.
You mean it's a
Yeah.
great pick?
I guess so. I guess I'm just jealous that I don't have a dad that can has a bar that opens at 7 a.m. So great pick. He's a
Early
super
bird
nice
gets
guy.
the worm, Adam.
Yeah,
Early bird gets the worm. Yeah. The tequila worm.
that's a good pick. I can't critique that whatsoever.
We got nothing, eh?
Yeah.
Love that for me.
All right, Adam.
So Adam, what are you gonna follow that up with?
All right. So at pubs, like you're mainly pouring beer. So I don't care about your like mixology skills. I don't care about any of that. You got to pour beer. You got to pour shots. Someone's ordering wine. You shouldn't be at a pub. That's just it. So I'm looking for a bit of a host, someone who's entertaining, someone who's going to have a great time doing their job. And so I'm going with James Corden from The Late Late Show.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Sorry,
I think-
that was a very.
I'm sorry. That was a visceral reaction. Continue.
What's your problem with it? You can go ahead.
Wait, are we talking like the star of Cats? I'm just getting clarity on this because
Yes, he was in Cats, but in real life, he's a great host. He's a fun guy. You see him in Carpool Karaoke. He knows how to like drink.
That's
He's
a real
gonna be
skill. That's a
entertaining.
good skill. Okay,
For a bartender, absolutely. He can keep a conversation going.
I think
So-
you made.
so-
Go. I'm just cutting you off. Go.
Yeah, so if you're just talking to him and he's not that busy, he's going to talk to you, tell you stories. Got great stories, entertaining. I think it's a good pick, but
I totally think that the talk show host was a fantastic avenue that I didn't even consider. Full points to you on that one. There's a lot of people that I would love. Like, I don't know. There's guys in that industry. Like, you think Conan would not be an absolute blast to like sit around at a pub and have drinks with, for sure. I can't. There's like pros of like he could or he knows a lot of like really interesting and famous people. Maybe he's like, hey guys, I'm serving drinks tonight, come by the bar, and all of a sudden like these famous people come. There's some aspects to that. I just think there's like way better choices in the late night talk show host area. He's just.
if the right song comes on, he's going to be singing, he's going to be dancing. He's having a good time.
He's definitely
There's a 0% chance he's not having a good time. He's also efficient. I feel like Conan is going to make too many like finger guns and like.
I mean, you can criticize. Like I like Jimmy Fallon, but people hate Jimmy Fallon because all he does is laugh and like every host gets on everybody's nerves in some capacity for sure. James Corden just happens to like bother me the most. So I get it. I think it was a creative choice for sure. I'd rather, hang out with Guy Fieri, but anyways, okay. Good choice. Those were very different directions, but,
Yeah.
all relevant selections. All right, Adam, what are you going to take with the next category here?
I'm going shareable, and I'm going with the number one shareable thing, and that's nachos. Everyone loves nachos. No one's gonna say no to nachos.
I hate nachos.
Yeah, right. Who hates nachos? It's the number one pub snack. You're going to a pub with at least you only need 2 people. 2 to 6 people, you're getting 1 to 2 plates of nachos. You're doing that every time. It's by the book. It's solid. Nachos. What do you got against that?
What are you putting on them? You got to give me more than like. Is it just chips and cheese? Like, what do we got here? Come on, give me some color.
Number 1, salsa goes on after they've been in the oven. No soggy nachos.
I didn't do that one. Anyways, sorry, that was a separate time that I. Anyways, yeah. Salsa after.
I'm going cheese. I'm probably going chicken. I'm going some like pico de gallo, possibly with a side of like a blended salsa that you can dip them in as well. I'm going a little bit of guac on the side, a little bit of sour cream. Some jalapenos for sure, pickled preferably. Nachos, they're a solid pick, and I'm happy with it.
I mean, I think everybody kind of knew that was definitely one of the top selections.
You can't argue with nachos.
No,
Yeah,
it's a safe. I mean, listen, you're going burger, you're going nachos. Yeah, you're gonna have a good Saturday afternoon, man. No criticisms.
And one of the best parts about nachos, they serve it on like the parchment paper, and there's those few pieces of like crusty cheese, and you peel them off and eat those. Oh, love a good crusty cheese moment.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Okay, all right. What do you think? KittyKat? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna have to set this one up a little bit. There's a lot of people in my close circle that are a big fan of something called being keto. So as a shareable, I need to be like pretty conscious of what I pick because not everything can be shared. So on that note, something really great that non-keto and keto folk alike can enjoy is wings. So I'm gonna go with that shareable because I really just feel like it brings everyone together on their crazy diets and not. Delicious. You grab one, another person grabs another. Shareable. A little messy, but we are at the pub, so who are we trying to impress? So,
but
I'm gonna go with wings.
I know you, and I know you're probably doing what, dry wings?
Don't judge me. Yeah.
I'm just asking because I'm curious. How do you nachos like has everything everybody likes? How do you order a pound or 2 pounds of wings for everybody
We're
when
gonna
people?
bridge that with dips on the side.
Okay.
So a spread of dips on the side, so that the non-keto and keto alike can just kind of all participate to their level of interest. We'll save the celery for you, Ryan, and we'll keep the carrots because we know carrots are sugar sticks, right?
Carrots are sugar sticks. Carrots and bananas, the two least healthy things people think are healthy. But yeah, okay, no, good selection. The tough part I have with wings is like if I don't want like a Cajun dry rub, which a lot of people like, and I want like a hot, spicy or like a honey garlic, like it's hard to get everybody on the same page for that one. But again, great choice. You guys took my 1-2, so I'm gonna admit that because I know I'm kind of digging down in the barrel here.
I have a quick question for KittyKat there. Do you get weird looks when you ask for wings and the flavor is ketchup honey? Are you going that sauce still, or are you mixing up your sauces here?
This is a good point. My picks aren't very diverse. We're all going with fried chicken. Funny enough, despite being the same meat and the same probably like outside, ketchup and honey just doesn't slap on a wing. So I don't love that. No, I'm more of a dry fan. More of like a lemon pepper rub, Cajun rub, even just salt and pepper. Keep it basic. Maybe a little buffalo. But I mean, good point. Ketchup honey does sound pretty filthy on a wing. So I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I agree, but like you also haven't tried it, so.
Oh, we know what he's having this week.
Yeah, you absolutely don't know me. I could have tried it.
Based on
your sounding like you're not, because if you tried it, you would have loved it. But
All right.
So yeah, I'm in a bit of a tough spot here because those were my 1-2. I also was leaning towards like chips, just like classic chips and guac and salsa. Like that's personally my favorite thing to order, but I feel like that's too close to nachos, and I'm not sure. Like I think that's a reach, and frankly, I don't like. I lose to nachos if I do that, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I also thought about something classic like popcorn shrimp, but then I just have two seafood things that are fried, so I'm gonna skip that one as well.
There's nothing wrong with having two similar types of cuisine and fried.
Yeah, fried chicken. One of them is breaded, and the other one theoretically is not, though. So you got that going for you. So
keto, you're right.
I'm gonna go with something that's like simple, but I think people like. I don't know somebody that won't reach for these, and that is everybody likes the fries, the basket of fries. It's the classic, but what we don't have enough is onion rings. So onion rings with like a nice aioli, maybe a little ketchup, mix it up, do a little few dips. You get your hand in there. You just, you can have one, you can have four, you can do whatever you want. Very shareable. Everybody's into them. Like it's not something you get enough, but it's something you definitely like. So I think onion rings are just, you throw a plate of those in the middle of a table and everybody's just gonna dummy them. They're gonna be gone quick, and nobody's gonna be unhappy about it. So I think it's something that I certainly enjoy, and I'm gonna go with onion rings.
Solid pick. I had an onion ring on my burger, but I'll let this one slide, I guess. Once again, you can get some soggy onion rings. They don't travel well, so haven't had a good onion ring in a long time. They're gonna go quick. Typically, they come in like a pretty small portion.
You can't invent things around. You described a burger. You described peppercorn and regular and bacon and onion. Like you went everywhere, and then I say onion rings, and you're like, oh well, you're only getting 4 of them. Like no, I'm stating facts about onion ring orders.
No, you're stating, you ever get a large
assumptions. I wouldn't call them facts. But anyways,
everyone knows if you order onion rings, you get maybe 12. That's like 2 onion rings per person at your table. Enough onion rings?
They don't give you 12.
Count them. Count them the next time.
I'm gonna have to.
I guess it depends what kinds are we talking. Are we talking like those big fat ones with like so much breading, or like get those small wispy ones?
Well,
different ball game.
The really good places you get a little bit of both because they get the different size ones on their way down, and then you get the big ones, you get the little ones. I personally prefer the little ones, but you know everybody's different. So listen. Go ahead. Go.
How do you prevent the classic onion ring bite? Full onion comes out.
You have to commit to the bite.
One bite.
You have to Okay, well that's the other option. But no, you have to. If you like bite aggressively, you're like, and then you don't bite and pull, because if you bite and pull, you pull the onion out. You need to bite down and like commit to the bite, or you just shove the whole thing in your mouth. One or the other. I don't know. Those are both viable strategies. Okay, that one was hard. That one I was sitting on all day, and I was like, if I don't get nachos, it's gonna be a tough one. But okay, so shareable is down. We got 2 categories left. This is yeah. No, I'm gonna okay. This is tough. I'm always really bad at selecting the categories. Okay, so with my first pick in this category, I am going to go to bartivity. So for those that don't know, bartivity is an activity that you would want to do in the pub. Something you'd want to do, like, it could be a lot of things. It's pretty wide open here. There's something that I enjoy that's like, people know how much I like it, and how much I'm pretty good at it. And that is going to be Guitar Hero. And a pub with Guitar Hero in it is exactly what I want to be doing. If I can have a pint of beer, maybe some onion rings, and playing Guitar Hero, I think that would be a super fun activity. It's pretty easy for everybody to play. Any skill levels can play it, and I think it's something you don't see often. It's definitely out there. It exists, but it's not a common thing. And anyways, I think Guitar Hero is a great bar activity.
I've never seen it at a bar, but I don't think I'm going to veto it because I think it's a garbage pick. So one of the things that I think is necessary for a bartivity,
Adam, that was mean.
Yeah, that was a little rude.
I'm stating the truth here. The first goal of going to a bar is drinking. A pub, sorry.
That's your first goal. My first goal is to have a good time, but sure, yeah.
You're drinking. And so Guitar Hero is a 2-handed activity. I prefer activities that either have frequent breaks or you can do one-handed while holding a drink. So I think there's other options on the table.
You can't go 3.5 minutes without sipping your drink?
Oh, absolutely I can, but I prefer not to.
Oh, come on. Your criticism is...
Watching your track record tonight, Adam. It's been like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I haven't seen...
Check the tape. Check the tape.
You're saying that you can't drink frequently enough during Guitar Hero to make it a fun activity. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's number 1. And number 2 is, do people really enjoy watching people play Guitar Hero?
It's not. If I'm going to be honest, Adam, there's a lot of activities I'm not going to enjoy watching you do. I'm not going to name the things because it might be your pick and I don't want to ruin it. But I don't go to a bar to watch you play games. I go to a bar for me to play games. So again, goal number 1 is
getting a little heated. I think it was a fine enough pick. It was very authentic.
Also, Adam, you haven't seen I was good, man. I am good. I think you'd want to watch me play.
You absolutely were good at Guitar Hero. Yeah.
Anyways,
I stand by my opinion on the pick.
it came across very loud and clear. Understood. Okay, Catherine, good luck with yours.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go for a universal good time, which is a dance floor. Maybe it's basic, but maybe it's still a good time. Anyone who says they don't like a dance floor at a bar, like just that little one in the corner where it's kind of like not a real dance floor, but like around midnight you see everyone just hopping up onto it. That's what we're talking about here. Everyone who probably says they don't like one, few of my tequila shots later, you'll find them there. So I just feel like this is a pretty universal good time pick for everyone. Yeah.
All right, Adam, why don't you crap on that one now?
I think dance floor was a clear number one here. So I'm not going to say anything bad about it. I think it's a great pick. Everyone loves watching other people dance, so I think it's a good pick.
You like watching people dance? Like you don't
Well,
go
usually
to,
when they're on there, they're not really dancing.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing? Are they unwell? Good time.
I like you either dance yourself or you're doing something else, but I don't.
You can also have like the peanut gallery and be like, look at that guy's move. Like, what is that?
But you also don't have to watch. The dance floor isn't like people standing around. You just leave your table. You're feeling like you need to get a little energy out. Drop it like it's hot. Come back to your table.
Like on the way to the bar, you pop in, you know, dance for a song, you keep going. I agree with I don't know, like it's just your criticism that like nobody wants to watch you play Guitar Hero, but I want to watch that person dance. I mean, I don't personally want to watch you dance, but
well, there's always one person that's been overserved on the dance floor.
Yeah,
they're fun to watch.
Well, based on the fact that you can't go 3.5 minutes without drinking, it's probably you.
I didn't want this to be an intervention here.
I'm sorry. I just those anyways. That
okay. You love Guitar Hero. We
I do
love
love
that
Guitar
for
Hero.
you. It's fine. You can still love Guitar Hero.
Oh, I'm just joking. Okay. All right, Adam. Let's hear what your bartivity is.
Go listening to live music.
Okay.
So having a live band there. A lot of times cover bands. I don't see a lot of original artists at pubs, and if they are, they're going to play some cover music. And so I always love a good cover, typically like maybe a throwback 90s song covered in like power pop. That's always great. Everyone loves live music. Everyone's involved. You can listen to it. It makes the night at a pub. You're not going to a club. Everyone's going to enjoy it as long as the band is half decent. They typically are. So live music, as long as it's not acoustic, I want like a full band there. I think live music's a great pick here.
Oh, you're not into the acoustic thing.
There's one bar I go to from time to time, and on Friday nights at 5, they have an acoustic set outside, and there's all these TVs where people are watching sports and someone's just playing acoustic music. And the entire time I'm like, why is this person here playing like a coffee house set when everyone's like cheering because Rutgers hit the over in college basketball? Like
I think it's a good show. Like I love live music for sure. Like no good selection. Would I rather play fake video game music? Yeah, probably. But no, I do like it. My only gripe, and this is gonna come off sounding more aggressive because I was just yelling at you a second ago, is I can't talk to anybody. Like if you're at a bar with live music, it's like you can't hear anything, you can't do anything. It's like you're just like if you don't like the song,
depends on the volume.
But usually it's like it's pretty loud. At least in my experience, I haven't gone to a lot of bars.
I have asked people to turn it down, so that's not out of the question. You're allowed to ask the band to,
Yeah, but if you want to be, you are allowed. Yes, you are. I mean, there's not a lot like unless the bar is like gigantic and you can go far enough away that you can get away. At which point, if you're actively trying to get out of the vicinity, then that kind of defeats the purpose. But anyways, that's just me personally. It's like if they go play like a half-hour set, like for that half hour, you're not really talking very much. But if you're there, like if you enjoy the music, it's obviously great. So, anyways.
Yeah, Timmy kind of being a little. Timmy's kind of aggressive right there on me. I don't know what that's about.
I realized that my comment about your drinking came off not how I wanted.
No,
I'm
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know.
All right.
Okay.
Back to me.
It is back to you for the last category.
Final category: jukebox song. So I need to put a caveat before this one. So every Christmas, me and a bunch of my friends go to the Main Street Pub in Stittsville. Our first sponsor, I guess. We'll shout them out again. And every Christmas, I go and I play a song in the jukebox, and that's Hoobastank the Reason. This is not my pick, but I'll play it every year, not once, not twice, but 3 times or until I get yelled at, whatever comes first.
There's no way you get to 3. Come on.
It's typically 2 when I get yelled at. But that's one of my favorite things to do, because the first time it comes on, people are like, "Oh yeah, this is an okay song," and then by time 2, they're like, "Why is someone playing this song?" So I just need to shout out my friends listening to this and saying I'm not picking that song. I'm going to go a different direction, because when I play that song, it's for me. I want a song that gets everybody going, and that's going to be everybody. Open parentheses, Backstreet's Back, close parentheses.
All right.
Because from note 1, everyone in the pub is going to be like, "This is a certified banger." Everyone loves that song. Everyone knows the words. It sounds good to sing if you've had a few. It's going to get the people going. James Corden behind the bar is going to go crazy. So I'm going Everybody by the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, no, that's a good choice. Like, hey, good choice.
Ryan loves the Backstreet Boys.
I do.
I just can't wait for you to find a reason that you don't like.
If you ever listen to my Discord, Spotify follow-alongs, which a few people watching do, they know that that is a frequent track that comes up in my rotation on my 90s playlist. But yeah, no, it's good. I mean, no knocks. I can't really criticize it. Is it like, this category to me was the one I struggle with the most, because it's like, do you go with the traditional? At what point in the night are you putting it on? Like, there's so many.
That's very key. I'm probably playing it post my burger, maybe around 9:30, 10 p.m.
Yeah, because that's when you're looking to amplify the energy a little bit.
Yeah,
get everybody excited. It's not closing time or anything. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. No, good choice. I don't know, Kath. What do you think, KittyKat?
In terms of his choice, I think it's a good one.
Okay. There you go. I mean, I just I think you were looking for more.
Would dance, would sing along.
Okay. Well, that's what we're going for here. So okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, KittyKat. What are you going to counter with?
So Ryan's going to get really mad at me for the audio here, but I'm doing it anyway.
Oh no! I could have just played it. It's not.
I don't think we can hear that.
Through. I don't think it's coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You got
I
have the tiger.
So we're gonna go with I have the tiger. I really just feel like this is a banger for all. You had a few shots of my tequila, dance floor's firing up, and you're all just screaming, "It's the I have the tiger." I feel like this is the whole mood. We got gals in, we got guys in, we got old people, we got young people, whole bar united. That's it. That's all I got. No comments.
No, yeah, Adam, you go ahead. You go ahead, Adam.
Fine pick. For me, it's one of those things. It's like slightly overplayed. Great montage song.
Knows the lyrics.
Yeah. Do they know like verse 2 though?
You don't need verse 2. By verse 2, you're on my 4th round of tequila shots, and you're just loving the background too.
Fair enough. I don't know if it's a great like when drunk people sing it, does it sound okay? Because there's a lot of high notes in there. What?
Yeah, they can't hear it either. Like they're singing, they can't hear. If everyone's singing, no one's hearing, right?
That's fair. That was just my criteria. So, but it's gonna get the people going. The old guys at the bar, for sure, they're gonna feel it a little bit. So.
It's like you can't roast
the old guys at the bar. Just FYI, that was an interesting
I would
criticism.
For Eye of the Tiger. Are you serious?
That was a backhanded compliment if I've ever heard it. But
that wasn't a compliment. It was a passive aggressive comment.
all I'm saying is I don't think the old guys at the bar are going to turn up for the Backstreet Boys. Are they going to turn up for Eye of the Tiger? Maybe
I
a little
love
bit
how you
more. So
backpedaled there. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
Okay,
Well,
I
it
see you.
depends. I mean, when everybody was big and they were 18, they're now, maybe in their 40s. I don't know. I don't know exactly when it came out, but I've been I look like I've been looking at my list because like I have a lot of songs here, and I was curious to see which direction you guys were gonna go. Were you gonna go for the traditional? Were you gonna go for the the more, I don't know, pop pump up songs? And I think there's so many picks here. I'm gonna have to go. It's between two for me. One's a traditional one. One's like a more, not even a modern one. But I'm gonna have to go with one that, you know, end of the night. This will get everybody in the place singing. Everybody knows the words. It's the number one like go to when this comes on. Everybody starts singing it. Adam knows what it is already, and that's gotta be Mr. Brightside by the Killers. And it's been popular for what, 15 years. It also kind of fits with my Guitar Hero theme, FYI, which I did think about. I was like, if I'm playing Guitar Hero, I want to play something that's in Guitar Hero with the band that's in Guitar Hero. I thought it'd be a good one. It's modern, but not too modern. It's, everybody knows the lyrics, and I think it's just got like, as soon as it comes on, like the first 5 seconds of that song. I mean, I know that's true with Eye of the Tiger as well, but I think it's just a pretty solid go-to pump up without being like uber dancey or uber, older school.
you're definitely gonna get people jumping to it. Yeah, I think that's a good pick. Fits our like time period pretty well. I think people love that song. I think that's a good pick. So
I feel like all of our picks were just like, yeah, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, Adam, I feel like you never called mine a good pick, but that's neither here nor there.
I did call it a fine pick, but yeah,
Fine is like a very confusing word, eh? It's not
it is.
quite good, and it almost might be worse than bad. No?
It's Adam's, like, that's the, to be fair, Adam called my Guitar Hero pick a quote unquote garbage pick.
Yeah.
So he can
That
get
was extreme.
he can get meaner than fine, but fine is usually as mean as Adam gets. So yeah, that's definitely not a compliment. But
Good song. Everyone loves the Killers. I think that's one of the reasons they headlined so many like music festivals.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that will get the people going. So
I
think that's a good pick.
I felt the same way about the other two, so that's fair. I don't like, the amount of time I spent thinking about that, I was like, there's clearly no right answer to this. It's like, if people are 6 Jamesons in, I feel like they'll get pretty excited about most things. So, okay, well, that was an interesting one to end on.
I did just want to do a quick interlude before we finish. I was informed that you can't see my full shirt on the stream. Just wanted to let everyone know that I'm beer themed, pub themed tonight, and I wish you all were beer.
Here?
Beer?
Gotcha. Okay. No, I appreciate that. We go with the topical. We try and go with the topical. So that's it's definitely fitting for pub night. Okay, so I think that wraps it up. That is all of our categories for the evening. I don't know. Why don't we do a quick rundown of each of our picks, and then we can have a quick chat about how we're feeling. So KittyKat, do you want to start and run through your 6?
Sure. Can it be in a different order than we did?
Any order is fine. Any order is fine.
So shareable, we did keto wings. Main, we did chicken fingies. Buy around, we did tequila shots. Bartivity, D-floor, bartender, B-Rod, aka my dad, jukebox, Eye of the Tiger.
You're not showing
I think
a lot
I
of
have the
faith
Tiger.
there.
Yeah, and I think I have the Tiger is kitty themed. So
That is fair. You should have
you're
sold it.
You're on brand. You're on brand. For order around,
That's why I picked it.
For order around, I went JMO. For shareable, I went nachos. For main, I went burger. For jukebox song, I went everybody. Backstreet's Back. For bartender, I went James Corden, and for bartivity, I went live music.
Okay, and I do. We can't. I'm not going to veto it. But the bar. Now that I think about it, like like you're not. It's not an act. You're not participating in the activity. By the way, I don't know. Now that I like of all the times I could have dropped a veto, I feel like that actually would have been a good one. Especially because you said I don't like watching you playing Guitar Hero. It's like, well, I don't like you. I don't like watching you watch music. So yeah, but. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if the. I mean, I can't get into that's. It's not fair for me to criticize now. I had my chance. So, okay. And for my selections, order around, I had Jager Bombs. For shareable, I had onion rings. For main course, I had fish and chips with a really good creamy coleslaw. For jukebox song, I had Mr. Brightside by the Killers. For bartender, I had Mr. Triple D, the captain of Flavortown, Guy Fieri. And for bartivity, I had Guitar Hero. I don't know. I think we went in pretty different directions. I feel like people are going to go through and it's going to come down to a couple close, they might agree with two of each of ours. And so they're going to have to pick which one they think is best. Adam, how do you feel going into the poll tonight?
I think Brian Rod is a heavy hitter. I think that's going to sway some votes instantaneously. I've met the guy, so I agree. I might even vote for Kitty's team because of it, but overall, I feel okay. James Corden didn't go as well as I thought it would, but we'll see. We'll see.
You don't know. That's just our opinion. That's not everybody else's. But I'm glad I shook you a little bit. That means I'm getting to you. No, I'm just kidding.
That was the first pick we've ever made where the other person or the other people on the show went, "Oh my god."
I don't know, man. The Guitar Hero did not go off well. I've never seen you react like that, other than some of my zoo picks that I made a couple weeks back. But anyways, what about you, KittyKat? How you feeling? Feeling confident?
I mean, like, I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know. If I didn't nail it, then I don't know who I've been going to the bar with all these years, but apparently we enjoy extremely different things. I feel like I just curated my ideal bar night. So
okay, that's good.
I don't know what else I can say, right? Like, I would love to be there at my bar or my pub, sorry. And if you all wouldn't, I guess more is on tap for me. I don't know.
I think post-pandemic, we need to plan like a weekend, probably a long weekend, where we do each one.
Okay, let's make sure we do
report back. Yeah.
Back to back.
Let's do the JMO or the tequila on night 2 or 3, please. Actually, probably want to get it out of the way. I mean, I think it's gonna be close. For some reason, every week I feel like I take one kind of wonky, risky pick, and it typically doesn't go over well. So it seems to be my sink, but I don't want to be the person that just picks something safe every time because that's also kind of boring. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, and we should before we sign off, we gotta go to the results of our other draft for the night. Our pints. So KittyKat, I mean, it's not like it's your first Bose, but how is the lug tread this evening?
Honestly, she's empty. She's been empty for a while. I feel like you guys need to start doing like drafts and drafts plural. But it was great as usual. It hit spot. I've never had a Bose I didn't like. So yeah, no complaints here for sure.
All right. Adam, what about you?
I'm on my second one now, so I am doing the drafts and drafts.
As am I.
So,
the second was a secret draft.
Well, I poured it under the camera. Yeah.
Wow.
It drinks a lot smoother than a typical like 5-hop beer. So I'm really happy with it. I really love El Segundo Brewing Company, aka the Gundo. So yeah, definitely happy with it. I would drink again, and I probably will at some point there in person.
Nice.
All right, Timmy, what about you?
Yeah, no, the country vibes was good. None of my selections tonight were remotely country, so I went a bit against the beer selection. But Amber Lagered Ale hits the spot. I mean, I feel like that's 3 different types of beer in one. It's it's not, but it's what it kind of reminds me of. It was good. Would definitely have again, and a big fan of the brewery for sure. So overall, very pleased. Okay, well. I think that wraps it up. I mean, the picks have been made. The kegs have run dry. Catherine,
very
KittyKat, we want to say thank you so much for being our inaugural guest on Drafts and Drafts.
It's so lovely for you to have had me join from upstairs.
That is true. That is true. And I feel like the people The people like the fact that it's not just our two ugly mugs up here. So, we'll see. I have a feeling the vote's going to lean a little bit towards you. We'll have to wait and find out.
Only because my picks were superior, but yes, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that covers it. Adam, any my famous question to you, any last words for the night?
Yeah, just a reminder to everyone who's going to vote. It was my birthday yesterday, so if you want to vote for me, because it's my birthday, there's no birthday present I would like more than winning this draft. So thank you in advance.
Fair enough.
Sincerely, out of me.
Yeah, jeez. There will be an after show tonight, so make sure you stick around. So for anybody watching live, we appreciate it. Stick around. For those listening, you can find the poll on Instagram. It's at Drafts and Drafts Podcast. Make sure you head over there and toss your vote wherever it may end up to you. But we appreciate all of you listening, as always. We do this every Tuesday night, 9:00 Eastern time, and we appreciate all the support. And we will, as we've said, we'll be having a few more guest appearances on. So if you're interested, please reach out to us on our Instagram, and we'll go from there. So with that, thank you so much for watching. We will be right back, but we appreciate you all watching, and take care.
See you guys.